With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun.
Hood. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first down, Dobbs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Jaguars at 9-5 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Grant Calcaterra, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Hood. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. First down, Browns. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Hood. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
That's good for a Browns first down. Again, a play. First down.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 13-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Looking to throw.
Hood.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
That is caught by Hunter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. pressure the quarterback, and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Hood.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hood. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sampson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Okay, ready? Like it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
79.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
after the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off play action. Hood.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Hood toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to throw. Hood. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Buffalo 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fielded at the 20.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake.
Hood. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
70 Lions. Viking 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. Hood. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jaguars, first down.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Warriors, 9, go.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, sack. Buffalo 8-6.
Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
26 yards. And the Browns
up the middle they go. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At their 49-yard line.
70, Timberwolf.
Back to throw. Hood. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An 8-yard pickup.
Let's go now.
First down, Browns.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Got it. Ready?
10 at the 17-yard line.
Come on, come on. 19, charge. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer.
Operating from the gun. Hood.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready?
Got his man, Dell.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
17.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60, 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Here we go, set. Panthers, 60 Bobcats. 19 Titan, 18, 19 Lion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Buffalo 18, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Hood. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bennett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Come on. Hey. Bravo 80. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw.
Hood. That's complete to Dell.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hood. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Hood. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
70 read. Set up. 18 cards.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
19, Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Now they'll change things up.
15-yard line.
Switch, 18, Pioneer. Warriors 17.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Down. Cougar 19.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
34. Jaguars, 27.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
41. Jaguars, 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Cougar 19, 18, Rodney, 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Mustang 19, 19 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun.
Hunt. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
9, Warriors 17, Panther 11.
Back to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Flag
3.
comes in. This might be a free play. He completes it to Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Here we go.
Now back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
19 Lion. Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. It is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there.